I have peanut butter in my hand.
What is up, guys? What is up, guys? Happy Friday. I'm here with Erin again, as you can see, stuffing her face in the background with Ritz crackers and to-go peanut butter.
And peanut butter.
What is up, guys? Happy Friday. This week, I'm here with Erin again, as you can see, being a bum in the background, and she clapped for me, which is really the only thing she could for. Anyways, this is about the future, and I think this is a good subject to talk about, especially for people who are trans, because the future is something that, you know, we've been looking forward to our entire lives. It's like what we're building ourselves up to become, like who we really are, and the future is always something we have to look forward to no matter what. So I think you're handing me something.
My love. The future is about becoming who we really are, and we're meant to be. The future is about you and me and making history.
So things to think about in the future, you know, like getting married, having kids, stuff like that, really isn't a lot different from trans people than cis people, except for the obvious having kids part. You know, there's a lot of ways to do that now. You know, with like bone marrow transplants and what's it called whenever they have this
Artificial insemination.
what?
Artificial insemination.
Is that what that's called?
When they put the needle or whatever, they put the stuff inside your ovaries?
No, when they have surrogate mother, having a surrogate mother.
Oh, surrogate mother. But it's also artificial insemination. You get someone else's sperm.
Yeah, when you have someone else's sperm in your egg, and then they fertilize it, and then they take the fertilized egg and put it in someone else's uterus, and they have the baby. So that's one way to do it. I don't really know how bone marrow transplants work. Do you know how they work?
It's not bone marrow transplant.
No, it's like there's something that like I read that like your bone marrow.
You're pretty much getting the genetic code from your bone marrow.
Yeah.
That's essentially what all of those things do, is getting your genetic code so that the baby's part of yours. Can you throw this in the garbage can? Thank you.
Other things in the future, let's see, like getting a house, you know, that's the same for trans people and cis people. The only thing that's really different is, like, you will be completely different, obviously. You'll be exactly who you've, like, been picturing yourself as ever since you realized you were trans, or ever since you were little. Like, I don't know, like, I'm just super excited for the future. Like, I'm happy with who I am now, kind of, but, you know, everyone sees room for improvement in themselves, especially trans people. So, personally, the future is something that I hold dear in a general sense. Like, it's kind of like what keeps me going every day. Like, I know that one day I'll wake up and be happy with myself, and, you know, everyone around me will be happy with me too, and I'll be more confident and more comfortable in my own body. So, that's my spiel.
Good thing I'm Shayne sexual. I'm available no matter what.
Oh, job. Job might be hard, to get, because sometimes people, like, look in your records, but hopefully, you know, by the time you're in your career, you'll have all your records changed and, like, your sex changed on your birth certificate and your license and all that stuff, which isn't that hard to do, depending on what state you're in, though. Sometimes you have to get, like, court dates or whatever, but,
Another helpful not feature!
Another thing that is something to look forward to in the future, especially for, trans people, is, like, the medicine and, like, basically society's perception of trans people. Like recently, Caitlyn Jenner came out, and, it's everywhere, and that's a good and bad thing, because, I mean, it's good that someone famous is another like more famous person is in the spotlight now, and people are talking about it because it gets people more accepting, but it also helps me realize who is an asshole in my life. But yeah, with like Caitlyn Jenner coming out, that's like definitely something positive for society's view on trans people in the future, and also like the medicine of like the healthcare side of trans people. I know now it's like super expensive to get either surgery, top or bottom, and right now, especially for female to males, testosterone isn't that expensive. I know my vial was only like $50 and it lasts me like a year, so on that side it's not too bad, but I know like surgery is hard to get. I don't know how the male to female side is for hormone therapy, but I'm sure it's similar for ours. But hopefully in the future, insurance companies will be more accepting and you'll be able to get more coverage for trans needs and stuff like that. And that's kind of like one of the biggest barriers right now, because people can't afford to get surgery. Like almost every person that is trying to get top surgery has like a GoFundMe to get money for it because it's so expensive. So hopefully that'll be easier once the time rolls along,
Inte det jag säger det. Ingen säger vad bra för att du tar det. And first of all, and then the very first now, it's beginning about Stina. It's very pretty to be out of you for sure. I've seen about. It's very good. They've seen you after. It's very good to job last. I believe it. Believe it. Yeah. I'm so terrible with words.
I have no idea what you were even just saying. You want me to restate that for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically what Erin was just trying to say was that Laverne Cox had a quote that was talking about how not everyone, especially in the trans community, is as fortunate as her and Caitlyn are coming out, because they're already famous, and they, have the support group of like all their fans and the media and stuff like that.
Well, and not the money.
Yeah, and the money, not necessarily the media. Like that can go both ways, but they have a lot more safety nets to fall back on in case they get ridiculed. But the average folk like you and me, we don't necessarily have that because we're not famous yet. But
the world's not ready for us.
Alright guys, I'll see you next week. Thanks for tagging along.
Bye. 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 When I was in first grade, I had a dream that I was gonna be pretty, and I still haven't gotten there yet. I'm waiting on that in the future.
That's it.